hello, welcome back to my channel, nail friends. My name is Mary Rosie. This is Mary Rosie Dips. In today's video, I am using these two dip powders from Secret Sisters. This first one, which is the red shimmery color, is called Santa Baby. The glitter is Dominick The Donkey. I already forgot the name. Sorry, I'll make sure to post it down below. I am also using Pampered Pretty's Dip Base and Activator, I believe. And I'm doing it over Builder Gel, which is over my natural nails. That's why they are shiny, and I do have peel base on. So my regular dip application, you'll see me do. All I do is apply the dip base to the entire nail and dip into the dip powder, and I will lay the glitter into a cupcake liner. But you guys will notice that I am only going to do one layer of this solid and get perfect coverage, and then the glitter, I do one layer of the lay down method, and then I think I go in and apply like a couple of little glitters to both of those nails. Super easy, simple Christmas mani. And then we're gonna throw a little stamp over one of the nails. Like I said, literally one layer. I think this mani took me maybe 20 minutes, if that. I'm not even gonna be speeding up the playback on here. I did this last week, completely forgot to put a voiceover, which means I didn't post this on my YouTube, but here it is. And you still have time to order these and or use them before Christmas. So I'm gonna let you all watch, and I'll be back. And then, as you could see, once I finished up with the single dip powder of Santa Baby, all I did was pour the glitter Dominick The Donkey into a cupcake liner. And this is just the standard way that I apply my chunky glitters and even my fine glitters, honestly, and foil dips. So what I like to do is pour it into a cupcake liner. That way I can just lay my nail and get the best application for a single layer. So I did, shake this up just a little bit to make sure I get any of the chunky glitters to be sitting on the top. I don't like my nails to be thick, whether they are short or long. So what I try to do personally is get one layer of that chunky glitter and be done with it. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the thumb here. And then once I brush off any excess, if I feel like there is an area that could use one or two more of the larger pieces of glitter, then I hand place them. But I don't like to dip my nails twice into chunky glitter. I just feel like it's excessively thick, and personally it just isn't for me. If that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. I just don't do it for myself. So you just gotta kind of figure out what works for you, and something that makes you happy with your nails, because this is all about being happy and technically not paying an arm and a leg, but here we are 1,000 dips later, so it is an addiction. And once you start liking doing your own nails, then you'll fall in love with trying new ideas. so once I decide I want to add 1 or 2 more pieces of glitter, I'm just dabbing a little spot of dip base and taking a dotting tool or a cuticle cleanup tool, touching the base and picking up a glitter. Since it's got a little bit of base on the end of that little stick, it'll pick up a chunky glitter. And then all you do is do the same thing once or twice wherever you want to add. And that's it for actually filling it in. Like I said, I don't do a second layer of chunky glitter. This is just how I fill it in if I want a little bit more. And then no matter what, whether it is a solid, shimmer, fine glitter, medium glitter, or chunky glitter, we always want to encapsulate in clear dip powder. Here I'm using Secret Sisters clear dip powder in a small jar. I do have a 4 ounce as well. And we always want to encapsulate. If you're new to dipping, you do that to protect the design that you did, protect the color, protect the glitter, and to protect your activator. So your activator can easily get contaminated with the color that is on your nails. And then you'll protect your brushes and all that as well. So I'll dip it multiple times into the clear to make sure that I absorb any of that clear dip powder into the liquid base that I just applied to the nail. Again, this is literally 1 layer of each of these 2 dip powders. once I have applied clear dip powder to all of the nails, I'm taking a soft brush, taking off some of that excess, and then you will see me pick up a stiff brush and remove even more of that excess. I always want to finish everything up with a stiff brush like you see here. I do have these linked on my Amazon. Finish off with a stiff brush so that you can remove any excess that could be hanging out behind. You want to make sure you don't have any of that because it will cause kind of what looks like little bubbles on your clear dip powder, and then it'll come out kind of foggy as well. No matter what brand, I do the exact same thing that I'm doing right now to remove any excess with a stiff brush. And then the next step is adding 2 layers of activator to all of your nails. You want to make sure you activate and penetrate all the way through to the first layer that you've applied. If I'm doing 2 layers of color and 1 layer of clear dip powder, which is my typical, I do 2 layers of activator. Even though I only did 1 layer of color and 1 layer of clear, I still do 2 layers of activator. That's just a recommendation. If you're doing more than 3 layers total, including clear, I would even recommend doing activator 1 more time just to make sure you get all the way to that first layer. If you're not activating through to the first layer, then your nail won't be hard all the way on the bottom layer. And once your nails are hard and you can kind of hear it clickety-clack, then go ahead, buff, file, and shape. And I swore that I stayed on camera for the entire buffing and filing, and I totally didn't. I realized that I showed my nails after, like I always do. So I still have to get up a video of my buffing and filing and shaping. So these are done, and once you're done with that, you want to make sure you remove any excess again with a stiff brush. Go ahead and do a final activator, and then we are ready for our top coat. But at this point, then I decided that I wanted to do some stamping nail art, and literally just a little Christmas tree, something easy, something quick, something simple, and I will throw that onto the middle nail here. So I'll be back. Okay, so for the little Christmas tree, I'm going to be using clear jelly stamper Plate C44. And we're going to do that little funky shaped Christmas tree. I thought it was really cute. Simple, 2 colors, easy stamp to do. So we're going to be using this plate and then 2 colors from Maniology and the Maniology Cube Stamper and the scraper card. The scraper card, I literally can use anything. I have multiple brands. I just grab whichever one is closer to me. I typically will use the polish with the same brand as the stamper. I don't know why. I don't use the same plates all the time as the polish brand, but either way, I do clear jelly stamper and Maniology. So make sure you clean your stamping plate with 100% acetone. And then I'm going to be using Alocasia, I think is how you say this name. And this green color is, like I said, from Maniology. And you put some on there, scrape it at an angle, and then in a different angle. I forgot I did that. And I left that in there because I wanted you guys to have a little bit of a laugh. I went to pull the stamp with the cover still on my jelly stamper. I don't even remember what time I was recording this video, but clearly I wasn't awake. And I didn't like the opacity of that, so I decided to remove it off my nail with a little bit of alcohol. And it's either an alcohol wipe or isopropyl alcohol if you have some at a pump, whichever. Take it off your nail, clean the stamping plate with 100% acetone again, and I did put just a teensy bit more, and I scraped a little bit lighter, and there we go. It's a little bit more opaque and looks a little bit more like it's supposed to. And I'm using the scraper card just to clean off the excess there. You can use a lint roller. I think it's just quicker and easier for me to use a scraper card, so that's what I use. And then you press down after you position it. Because the stamper is clear, it's super easy to know where you're placing your stuff. So the green is down. Then we're gonna clean our stamping plate again with acetone. And I just have it on one of those grabber things with a cotton ball. And then I'm cleaning this scraper card. We're using Heart of Gold from Maniology, and this color is just the tiniest little amount that is actually the second layer, but when you turn the nail in certain light, I guess you can actually see the little lights sort of twinkling on the tree and the little star. That is what was this second stamp that I was picking up. I thought that little tree was the perfect final touch to this Manny. Look how cute that is. Simple, 2-color stamp. And I'm applying Ideal Beauty Gel Top Coat. As you can see, my bottle is well loved. I go through these liquids a ton. Have been using them for, I don't know, at least 3 years. Highly, highly recommend their gel products, and even their dip liquids are amazing for the price. So I am just going in and doing 1 layer of Gel Top Coat. If you want your mani to last, you want to make sure you do gel base, cure that, and gel top coat, cure it, and make sure you cap your edges. I pop my nails off so frequently that I usually don't do a gel base before my gel top coat. But if you skip that step, once again, if you skip that step at home, you will get lifting of your gel top coat, and it'll start peeling off in a day or two. So don't forget that step if you want a lasting manicure. So we'll be back in just a minute after I apply my oil. And this is literally the final look once we have oil. Oh, look how cute this mani turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching and following. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on my next video. Love you guys. Bye.